Hi, this is Caleb from Fear the Boot, and since the 2023 Fear the Con, I've been asked questions about my technology setup. Since I brought the TV last year, got to run it at the con, I wanted to show you how I use it at home, just so you get a feel for what my games are like at the house. Here you are in my basement. Sorry, it's a little messy. I'm doing some renovations, but next time it'll be a little cleaner. I have my technology set up here. I've got my TV laying down on the table here. I've got my laptop sitting here, and I usually have it connected directly with an HDMI, but I wanted to show you there's a couple of different ways you can use it. Um, in the uh, current way, I'm going to be casting from my laptop through the Wi-Fi to the TV, and it works just great. Got OwlbearRodeo running on a portable monitor here. You can just run it on the main laptop, but for this setup, I've got a portable monitor to give me a couple of extra screens to be able to see things. I can look at my notes here on this, and my OwlbearRodeo on this. It gives me a little bit of control here. So let's get right into it. So the TV is just a $200 Walmart special. It's a 4K on ONN brand. I have a wall mount bracket attached to it so that you can take this and mount it on the wall, which I do in my basement here. So I have a TV in the basement whenever I want to use, watch a show or something like that. But when I'm ready to game, I just pop it off, take it, set it down on the table. I'm going to lift it here so you can see the bracket underneath. Basic bracket. And I keep a couple of rags here. This TV is mostly level with the bracket, but it could use a degree or two of extra bump. So I usually stick these just kind of underneath the brackets just a little bit, just to kind of lift it just a tad. Helps it make it easier for everyone to see around the table. The TV is running, just turned on. It's a Roku TV. And I'm going to show you how that casting works here in just a moment. So let's step over to the OwlbearRodeo here. This is OwlbearRodeo. It's a virtual tabletop running on a web page. Owlbear.rodeo is the website. You can get to this and get on it for free without paying for anything. But if you want to use it a lot and you start needing extra space for your assets, it's going to cost a few bucks a month. It's not a whole lot of cost, and it supports the guys who create this application. Start off with, you have a list of scenes at the bottom here. These scenes are where you build your scenes like you would in a normal RPG game. Currently I have a Fear the Con session. Here is where I have those. You can drag them out and drop them, and they automatically load. This, for example, was a splash screen I just kind of had up when we weren't playing the game. And then the first scene I had planned was a beach scene. And you can just drag and drop it up there. Inside of this beach scene, I happen to have, in this case, because I was just using for testing, a mini that I placed in here. It's a digital asset. You can use these digital assets. I prefer physical minis. They just personally bring something to the table, a little more pop, brings it out a little bit more than just a little digital asset on the screen. So what you have here is you can go through and modify it. You can hide it so that the players can't see it, or you can show it. You can make some text, so you can add little boxes to it, that kind of thing. I'm not going to go over that too much because there's a lot of videos on how to use OwlbearRodeo, but essentially wanted to show you that it can be done. And you can drag those minis around on the mat just like you could a physical mini, moving it around on the physical page. So I'm going to pull up my ship asset that I had so you can see this. And I had a full ship with multiple layers laid out, so you had all the levels of the ship so you can easily jump between them. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to cast this to your TV. In my case, I'm using Windows, so I'll hold the Windows key and press the K button. You can get to this also by hitting the Start button, searching for the word cast. It's all part of that system. and I have my basement gaming TV. Make sure you select the right TV because you don't want to set it up to the living room where you're not at. What this will do is it will extend my desktop to the TV. So I'll go ahead and show you how that looks here. Kind of flickers a moment. Once it does that, I will have, as you can see on my TV here, now you're going to see a gray background. And I'm going to go ahead and do a couple things here that I'll show you how it works. So I'm going to switch back to the screen here. Inside of OwlbearRodeo, there is an invite button under the players section. If you hit invite, it will copy a link. I open a new incognito window, paste it into there. It's going to pretend that I'm connecting as a new player. You can create a sign-in for that person, that special character or whatever, so it doesn't require you to do a few of these steps in the future. Personally, I find that to be a little too much, so I just put in here VTT or something there and just hit ask to join. If you go back to the other screen here, you'll see that VTT wants to join. Hit admit. And you're going to see that this is going to join into the game. Now, if you drag this out to your TV, let me switch the views here. So you can drag that out onto your TV, so it's a third screen, just another screen, kind of like you're using dual screens, just pull it out to the other one. Then you can maximize that. Personally, I like to select the that window and hit F11. I apologize, F10. Yeah. If I could remember my keys here. There's a full screen option. Full screen is what I like to do. Now I have a full screen on that screen, and there is a scene controls in the bottom right hand corner of your thing. I'm going to zoom in here to this. You can set the zoom size as well as sync view. I like to this sync view option here gives you the ability to lock the sync. So whatever I see on my OwlbearRodeo is what the screen is on the TV. This is very important because, as you can see here, when I switch back to this view, is you have to make sure that your mini size matches the size of the hexes that you have going on your screen, either hexes or squares. Sometimes you'll have to tweak this zoom level on the screen here just a little bit to get it the right size. And I have it set at currently at 37%. And as you can't really see it from that camera, but there is a perfect size for a 1-inch mini. You can adjust this depending on your game size and all of those kind of functionalities that you need, but that gives you the quick tutorial on how to adjust it to your needs. Once you have that set, you can easily go in and pull out all your minis, set them out on the spots that you need them, put your players' minis out there, and you have a fully running screen. I'm going to change scenes here just so you can see how that looks. Switch over the scene by dragging it onto the screen. I'm already set up. My minis are, now this zoom may need to be set ahead of time. And I'll go in here and set that to about 30%, 35%. And that's almost exactly right, 37 for my items. So that gives me a quick thing there. I can have this all preset, pre-memorized to the exact details that I need. There was an extension that used to help a little bit with this, but I've short term, it disappeared off my extensions list inside of OwlbearRodeo. They may have done some changes here since I last ran my game, but I know how to do it manually, and that works for me. The important part is you have it set up here. I have the ability to control it quickly here. I can still do my notes here or have my books set up over here. And the TV is right of visibility, gives them visibility of the map. I can, readjust where the map is physically laid out. Gives them a good visual representation of where we are. Quickly being able to pull out a scene and to have a new map. Say, for example, I didn't know what I was looking for. I can use the search box here, and I can search for a crypt. And I have a couple of different, locations. Here's a Lower Dungeons crypt. I can drag that out. It actually found a scene that I already had placed out here, and I can quickly pull out a crypt from one of my old spots so that I can say, here, there's a new map and a crypt that I'm currently working in. And if I keep a collection of these ready to go, it makes it nice to be able to control that. That's pretty much it. I just wanted to give you a quick overview of that. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to me on the Discord or through Facebook. And if there's a lot of questions, I can go over a frequently asked questions sometime. Thanks for watching.